Hola, buen dia.
Hello, buen camino.
So we are on day 6 of walking. We left the town of Villafranca del Bierzo this morning about
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Just about.
Slept in just a little bit because we are only walking 20k today. Only 20k to get to the town of Herrerias, and we'll tell you why we're only walking 20k in a little bit.
It was about 58 degrees Fahrenheit, of course, this morning when we left. It's only getting up to like 61, but it's not as windy. You can see we're both in short sleeves. It's not as windy today. It's actually pretty nice. It rained for a minute, but a good day.
So we are in the Valquersas Valley today, and we are climbing steadily uphill for this entire 20k. It's about a 3 to 5% grade, so it's not like steep, but it is uphill, and it's been pretty...
but you're consistently going uphill.
It's kind of unrelenting.
And I'm walking the last 10k in flip-flops because I've got a gnarly blister on my pinky toe of all toes.
So today's walk, if you're following along on the stages in Brierley, would tell us that we should be walking all the way to OCebreiro today. And we are going to finish our day in OCebreiro, but we're not walking.
We did the last time, I would like to say.
So in 2017, we did walk this entire stage and said one and done on this one. So over the course of the 20k that we're walking, we're climbing, I think, about 100 meters. So not too bad. But the last 8k of today's walk after Herrerias to OCebreiro climbs 3,000 meters. No, that's too much. Maybe it's 3,000 feet, I think.
You want to put a crawl on the bottom?
I'll put something on the bottom to give those statistics. So it's really steep, and it's
beautiful.
A short distance, lots of climbing, very steep. It's actually steeper than the Bright Angel Trail leading into the Grand Canyon. So if we're not going to walk, how are we going to get there? We've rented horses.
Now, if any of you know us, you know that I was in a horseback riding accident 4 years ago. Haven't been on a horse since. So, a little nerve-wracking. We know the horses are gentle, but today's going to be a big day on our Camino in a different way.
So, logistically, the way this works is as we were walking into Villafranca yesterday, we saw a couple of signs, and we knew they were coming. We saw a couple of signs for Victor and his horse livery, where he takes pilgrims up the mountain twice a day, once in the morning around 9:30 in the morning, and once in the afternoon about 3 o'clock. And I believe the cost is $37.50.
$39.50
per pilgrim.
€50, yeah.
Euros per pilgrim. And he will take us up the mountain on his horses, and then he will bring the horses back down, ready to take another trip the next day. Now, Herrerias is a town that you can stay in. There are several albergues, so that's the 9:30 people typically are spending the night there and then going out or maybe in the town right before with a short walk and then taking the morning ride up.
And if you decide to walk up it, there are 2 towns, 2 little villages with albergues on the way up.
So many people will stop halfway up the mountain at La Faba. I don't remember the name of the other town. So there are options. By the way, today's walk also has 2 alternative routes. Both of them add significant mileage, and one of them triples the elevation.
It looks like this.
So definitely following the recommended route from Brierley is the easiest way to go, but there's nothing easy about today's walk.
When you're doing as many miles as we are and as most pilgrims are, a lot of people take the recommended route. I'm all in favor of it, but to each his own.
So here's some more views along the way today. After trying some pig ears, we visited the oldest church on the Camino. The altar was beautiful, and we even got to see the Holy Grail of Galicia. So we are walking out of OCebreiro. It is 7:01 a.m. It's about 48 degrees. Brierley shows no alternative routes for today. The city of OCebreiro disagrees. There's a sign right here that shows us an alternate path that makes our walk about a kilometer shorter. So Brierley shows this green route. I feel pretty confident that's what he's showing. But the reality is this red route is the official trail. So I don't know, we'll compare the map to his book in a little bit. Hello.
Hello.
It is day 7 of walking today, and we have left OCebreiro, which you already heard a little bit about, and are on our way to Triacastela, which
we have about 20 kilometers to go today. It's cold, it's damp. It was 48 when we started, which is warmer than some mornings, but we got a lot of humidity, a lot of fog. The high is 61, and it's supposed to rain today. So we're trying to get in before the rain.
And you can see still lots of fog on the trail. I'm sure we would have amazing views if we could see them.
Because we've had a couple times where the fog had lifted and you could tell there's a view out there. But
so leaving OCebreiro, we went downhill a little ways, and then we went uphill
quite a ways
to the Pilgrim Statue of San Roque, and then climbed down again quite a bit, and then climbed up another like 500 feet. So we've had a lot of up and down today, but now we're on our challenging part of the day because we have about 8K to go before we are finished. And in that 8 kilometers, we're going to descend, I think it was 700 meters.
Yeah, something like that.
So over 2,000 feet. So it's going to be a lot of downhill here very soon.
And hopefully not in the rain. Hopefully we'll get done before the rain comes in.
Did you already say that?
I think I already did, but I said the rain was coming in, but
it's supposed to start raining around 12:30. So we'll see. We won't have much video if it starts raining.
yeah. Buen camino.
Buen camino. So in most of the villages that we walk into, and even some of the bigger towns, we see lots and lots of people with these huge gardens. Cabbage, potatoes, lettuce, onion, tomatoes, garlic, peppers are the things that we see the most frequently. And definitely sustenance gardening is very much a thing. As we walk into this little village, this stone wall lining the Camino. And yes, I have a couple of goals today. One of them is to not get cow poop on my toes. So far, so good. But as you can see, the cattle use the Camino also. Thanks. Hola, hamburguesa. Hola.
Good morning.
It is day 8 of walking, and we are leaving the village of Triacastela and walking to the village of Sarria, actually the town of Sarria. It's one of the bigger towns on the Camino.
It's 48 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and I think we're going to get up to 70 today. It's rained overnight, so it's very damp out this morning, but it's not cold, so no complaining here.
No, only 2 layers each.
Only 2 layers
So,
each.
it's a good morning. We had a long rest last night. We got into our hotel and did some laundry. Of course, didn't take a nap today or last night,
Nice.
but then we did walk into the village to get dinner, and then
Met some new pilgrims.
met
It's
many
really
new
nice.
pilgrims. So that was nice. Hopefully we'll see them along the way again today.
Yeah.
And now we're walking.
So this town of Sarria is very significant. If you want to earn your Compostela, all you have to do is walk the last 100 kilometers, which begins in Sarria. So all the rest of it is just bonus walking. But that's why it's significant. So the amount of pilgrims will increase from here on out because people want to finish that last 100 kilometers.
So we will be seeing a lot more traffic starting tomorrow, really. But today's walk is going to be an interesting one. We're walking, I think it's 18.7 kilometers, but it's 20 kilometers adjusted for elevation because we're about to climb up to Saint Gilles, which is our high point for today. And it's about a 250 meter climb over a little less than 5K. And then we come straight back down the same distance. We just have to get over the mountain.
And the rest of it, I think after that is pretty flat.
Pretty flat for the rest of the day.
So, I mean, we've had worse days.
So here's what the Camino looks like right now.
And there's the beginning of it. 7 a.m. It's nice and quiet. Want your pets? Hi. Hi. Yeah.
It's very friendly, but because he lost a lot of hair.
Lots of hair, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
I sleep in the tent, and then this morning I was.
Of course.
Who is the dog?
Oh, you have all the room. Oh, buen camino.
Unknowingly, we entered the village of Farella during rush hour. We had no idea what that was going to mean for our journey. Always good. Okay. You got one coming around the corner. Once we arrived in Sarria, we had a lovely room with a view of the river. If you have questions about the Camino, make sure you post a comment below so that we can answer it. Also, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so that you can follow along as we continue our journey. Hasta luego!